Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome to this tutorial where I'm going to show you the fun features of NoveList Plus. NoveList Plus is a comprehensive reader's advisory resource for fiction and nonfiction books. With an intuitive interface and extensive proprietary content, NoveList answers the question, what should I read next? This is a resource proudly brought to you by the Meaford Public Library. Today I'm going to show you how to use it on my computer, and it will be similar on your computer as well. So let's get started. NoveList can be accessed on your computer through the link on the Meaford Public Library's website at meafordlibrary.on.ca. Select the Online Resources tab at the top, scroll down, and select Learn. Next, we'll scroll down until we come to the NoveList Plus link. Click on that and it will open up the page. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sign in with our library card number, which is the 14 digits on the back of your library card. You'll enter that in here under Patron ID. And then we'll select Sign In. This will recognize us as signing in through the Meaford Public Library, which has paid for the use of the NoveList service. And that's it, we're in. So there is so much that you can browse through with NoveList that if you're anything like me, you will enjoy hours and hours of looking at all of the new books that you want to read. So I'm just going to show you a few fun features of NoveList so that you will be prepared to browse on your own. First of all, there's a search bar at the top of the page where we can search for a keyword, title, author, series, or narrator. The keyword search is helpful if you only remember parts of the title or what the book was about. The database is great at being able to figure out what you are searching for. Next, we'll have a look at the recommended reads lists on the left. This is broken down into a fiction tab and a nonfiction tab. Each of these categories is further broken down into adult, teen, ages 9 to 12, and ages 0 to 8, so you can find titles that are in the age range that you are looking for. Also, if you click on each category, such as fantasy, you will see a menu pop up with different kinds of fantasy, such as classic fantasy and dark fantasy. These submenus pop up for each category to help you narrow down your search. Now, if you're just looking for some reading suggestions, you'll find those in the middle of the page where it says, I'm in the mood for books that are. Here we can see different age ranges are included as well, and there are also different descriptive tabs that give you different reading suggestions. You can also scroll down and try the Appeal Mixer. So if we click on that, it will open up a new page. By selecting different options of what you like to read, NoveList will match books to what you've inputted. So for instance, we can select a category here, choose character, select the descriptive feature, and let's choose sassy. So this means we're looking for books that have sassy characters. We can fill in the other two options here if we'd like, or just use one. And then we'll select Find Titles. Now we can see that NoveList has come up with 748 different titles with sassy characters. So you can see how this can be hours and hours of fun finding new books to read. Alright, let's go back to the main page by selecting Home in the top left corner. If we continue down the page, we can choose to browse different genres, or we can learn about the different genres themselves with the Keeping Up pages. Now let's try a search. Let's go up to the top of the page and let's enter in the search bar for Lisa Jewell. We'll select the author's name from the drop-down menu. So the results page tells us all about this author, as we can see here, as well as gives a list of her works with the dates when they were published. Now let's say that we've read all of Lisa Jewell's books and we've loved them, but we are now out of new books from her to read. That's when this fantastic feature of NoveList called the Readalikes will become your best friend. Readalikes, as we can see on the right here, are when NoveList recommends authors or books that are similar to what we have searched for over here on the left. So these authors on the right have a similar writing style to Lisa Jewell. So if we hover our mouse over a name, we can see that a little window pops up with some information. It tells us the author's name, a description of the author, and the reason why NoveList has suggested them as being a similar read to Lisa Jewell. Alright, let's say instead that the only book of Lisa Jewell's that we have read is Watching You, and that we're interested in another book similar to it. So let's click on that title, and this brings up the information page for this particular book, including a description and some key elements of the story. On the right side, we now see Readalikes that are suggesting new titles that are similar to Watching You. Again, if you hover your mouse over the cover, the little window will pop up with the author's name, a description of the book, and a reason describing why NoveList has suggested them as being a similar read to Watching You. NoveList is such a fun tool to use and explore new authors and titles and to expand your reading list. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you enjoy using NoveList, a resource brought to you by the Meaford Public Library. Enjoy, everyone.